Alright, sorry about that, guys, especially Carlo, who's watching live. I was sitting here talking to myself again. I can't tell you how many times Jacob and I do that. Anyway, I was talking about, let me just go ahead and intro us again. First of all, I played the wrong intro song. So I guess this is what Jacob and I like to call Meh Monday. You know, it is Monday, so you'll have to forgive me. But anyway, so this is PB at Night. This is our show where we get together 3 times a week and talk about the latest happenings, not only in the tech world, but, you know, the sports world and everything that's going on in just our general world. It's kind of weird to say the world a lot. Anyway, wow, I'm off track already. So, I was trying to say, YouTube made a big announcement this week that we're actually going to be utilizing. They actually pretty much just threw away their upload limit, at least to some people, or a lot of the people that have upstanding copyrighted material, so they're known for not uploading, you know, like movie clips and sound bites from, you know, copyrighted music and things. And they actually started rolling this out, and if you can look, I went up there on, I guess that was Saturday or Friday night. That was when I first noticed it. It says, "Congratulations, your account has now been enabled for uploads longer than 15 minutes. Click the upload button below and select a video." So I'm going to be testing that out tonight. I'm going to be uploading our Gadget Gurus episode where Jacob and I go through some of the best gadgets to buy for Christmas, which is fast approaching us. Only like 12 days, I guess. Yeah, 12 days away now. So if you want to get your last-minute Christmas shopping in, you can always watch that on YouTube, and that's over at youtube.com/pbcasttv. For you guys that are subscribed to our old channel over at youtube.com/prestige broadcasting, some of you guys actually know me from way back then, which was like 2 years ago, and I actually have about 80 videos on there, and I'm going to gradually bring some of the videos over to our new channel that got a lot of views. So as you can see, although we don't even use this mixer anymore, I don't even have it, I actually sold it to somebody. The Behringer Xenix UB802 mixer review, that got over 20,000 views in just about a year on our other YouTube channel, which is pretty good for our videos. So I wanted to keep that going, and it usually gets about 10 to 12 comments a week, I would say. So that's a good time for me to interact with you guys. So I'm going to be making a video. Actually, I already have. I just got to upload it to our youtube.com/prestige broadcast to let everyone know that that account is going to be closing. So we got about 100 and something subscribers that aren't subscribed to our youtube.com/pbcasttv account that I would love for you guys to come over and subscribe to that. So there wasn't that much in the news today, in the actual news. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we're actually going to be talking in the sports world. Actually, let's just go ahead and jump into that. So I actually tweeted last night that Auburn's offensive coordinator, Gus Malzahn, had actually accepted a job at Vanderbilt. Well, that was actually from a bad source, and, well, actually, we really don't know that because, you know, it gets kind of fishy there, but Gus Malzahn won't be the Vanderbilt head coach, and recently, just about, I'd say about an hour ago, it came out that, sorry, I was reading over here. It came out that he would actually be getting a raise, which is going to be upwards of $1 million a year, which would make him one of the highest paid assistant coaches in the NCAA. So Gus Malzahn getting a good raise. Also, this was a huge sports weekend. Will Muschamp, former Auburn offensive coordinator, was selected and actually offered the Florida job. And he took that job, and now it's rumored that Major Applewhite, former Alabama offensive coordinator, may be going down there to help him. And it's kind of funny because he was actually the coach in waiting after Mac Brown, who is probably set to retire in the next few years at Texas. And he actually left that job, so now Texas is kind of up the creek without a paddle, per se. So they don't even really have a coach now. Or a coach waiting, so anyway, that's pretty cool. The Big Ten, we've talked about this before on, I think it was episode 1 or 2, that they would actually be, they're getting a couple new teams, and you actually have to have at least 12, you have to have at least 12 teams to have a conference championship. So the SEC had one. The Big 12 used to have one, a conference championship, but in a couple more years they won't be having one because they're losing some teams. So they released their new logo this week, or actually today, and here it is. And actually the two sides, so the SEC has an East division and a West division. They kind of went in an opposite direction, and they have a Legends division and a Leaders division. So the Legend division will include Iowa, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Nebraska, and who is that? Anyway, and then the Leaders are Illinois. Wow, I can't talk. Indiana, Ohio State, Penn State, Purdue, and Wisconsin. And that, by the way, is Northwestern. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name there. So that's cool. Also, some more in the tech news here. Or not tech. It's Monday, I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys were watching Sunday Night Football on NBC. But this Jets strength coach here, one of the Dolphins players was running down the sideline, and he actually reached out and tripped him with his foot, and he's going to be fined $25,000, and he's actually going to be suspended for the rest of the season with no pay by the NCAA, and some are speculating that he may be fired from his Jets job. So one slight misjudgment there may get him fired. And then finally, actually probably the biggest story, or one of the biggest stories, is Brett Favre is not going to start tonight on Monday Night Football, which should be starting in the next hour or so. And that's going to end his 297-game NFL record consecutive start streak. They called him the Iron Man, much like Cal Ripken back when he played baseball. And it's a shoulder injury that's going to keep him out. He's been struggling with this the last couple weeks, and it's on his throwing arm, so that's really the reason that it's going to keep him out. The next guy is actually Peyton Manning, who is 90-something games behind him. So Peyton Manning still got almost 100 games to start before he even gets close to Brett Favre's streak. And this is an NFL, he actually, I think he's got the NFL record by like 40-something games, so that's cool. And actually third place is Eli Manning. That's kind of weird. Peyton and Eli are second and third overall active streaks, and they're going to move up to first and second. So guys, we really didn't get to talk over the weekend, but we've got some new news about the Chrome Web Store. So TweetDeck has actually shot to the top of the Chrome Web Store. TweetDeck, the very popular Twitter client that was based on, and still is based on, Adobe Air. That's what their desktop app is based on. Well, it's now at the top of the Chrome Web Store. It's free. You can check it out. It reminds me a lot of Hootsuite. I'm actually still more of a fan of Hootsuite just because I like the UI better, and I don't know, I've just always used it. So I've got all of our accounts already synced up and RSS feeds and everything, so it works great. But according to their Friday blog post, TweetDeck's app racked up 62,000 installations and nearly 46,000 users in the opening 3 days. Putting those numbers in context, the New York Times garnered 56,000 installs, whereas Google's own Gmail tallied only 38,000. Now, I've been testing this out. We were actually going to talk about it on Tech Weekly, but I'm really sorry, guys. We didn't have a Tech Weekly or a Gadget Gurus today. We didn't have a Gadget Gurus today because, the holiday season is coming up, and Jacob actually has to work the Christmas program, which was very, very good. So anybody who's watching this who goes to First Baptist Church of Pelham, great Christmas program, one of the best that I can remember. But anyway, Jacob is pretty much the head honcho on the video crew there, and he's got to take care of that, so he couldn't join us tonight. I could have got somebody else, but Gadget Gurus is usually just me and Jacob, so I decided that we would just not do it this week and wait till next week. But anyway, so we've talked about the WikiLeaks controversy. Well, some people were actually saying maybe this was linked to it, but all of Gawker's properties, including Lifehacker, Gizmodo, Gawker.com, Gawker.tv, they all use the same password architecture, the same backend for storing passwords, which is a good thing in some ways, because, you know, if you're a Gawker fan, I love Lifehacker, admittedly. I really don't like Gizmodo that much anymore. I don't know why. I just kind of shied away from reading them ever since they had the iPhone controversy or whatever, you know, when they got the iPhone 4. Well, anyway, some people are saying originally that this could have been connected with WikiLeaks, and, you know, it's still to, you know, all be discussed. But anyway, so Gawker.com and their password backend was actually hacked this weekend. I mean, they got a ton, pretty much everybody on Gawker.com. If you had a Gawker.com account, if you had even linked it to, you know, Facebook or anything, they could actually get your account. And the funny thing is, Nick Denton's, the founder of Gawker, this is his password right here that they hacked, and he actually used either this number, or he actually used the word password on almost 2,000 accounts on his IT staff. I mean, come on, using the word password on a multi-million-dollar online property. Come on. I mean, you almost deserve getting hacked if you're gonna do that. So, you know, I do kind of feel bad for everybody whose accounts got hacked, but I don't feel bad for Nick Denton and Gawker. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the word password, I can see now. This number would kind of be hard to guess. I mean, 24682468. Well, not really, because it's a repeating thing. But anyway, come on. I mean, password. Give me a break. That sounds like somebody's Facebook password or something. And our final story I think we're going to talk about is Twitter actually released their top trends for this week. Google did as well. I think the #1 Google search for this year was, one of the top Google searches was, actually, let me look this up. This is kind of interesting. I saw it on Friday, I think it was. Google top searches. Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. So the #1, let's see. So the fastest rising for this year, we're going 10 to 1, so descending order was Facebook, Gamezer, Twitter, Katy Perry, Mixer, MYXER, Favre, Nicki, I don't even know who that is. I know who it is. Justin Bieber, iPad, and Chat Roulette. And the fastest following were Swine Flu, WAMU, New Moon, Susan Boyle, Slumdog Millionaire, Circuit City, MySpace Layouts, Michael Jackson, and National City Bank. So it's kind of funny to see Chat Roulette up there, because I think I kind of lost track of how popular Chat Roulette actually was, and it's still very popular, even though, you know, Jacob and I had that stint when it first came out, like the first week, talking about it and everything, and it was pretty fun, and then it got, like, you know, real dirty and everything, and it wasn't that exciting at all. So Twitter actually released their trending topics for the year. #1 was Gulf oil spill. That was the most tweeted topic this year, according to one of Jody Olson, which is a Twitter spokeswoman. They actually released this in a blog post. So here it is. Twitter also pulled, these are the top 10 technology tweets for 2010. The iPad, Android, iOS, iPhone, Call of Duty Black Ops, new Twitter, HTC Rock Melt, which is very interesting because that just came on the scene about, you know, a couple weeks ago, I guess. I mean, it was a couple months ago, but anyway. Google Instant and the MacBook Air. So these bottom couple, you know, have happened in the last several months. And looking at these, I mean, this one's mobile, this one's mobile, this one's mobile, this one's mobile. All of these things are going mobile, as you can see. So maybe that's kind of hinting at what we're going at. So like I said, you can find us over at pbcasttv.com, youtube.com/pbcasttv. I'm on the wrong page here. All of our videos are going to be uploaded to YouTube hopefully now. So, I mean, Carlos is subscribed, but I know some of you other guys that are watching aren't subscribed. So, please go over there and subscribe. We're live streaming over at live.pbcasttv.com, 24/7, as most of you guys know, because you've stopped by there. I've seen you in the chat sometimes, so thanks for doing that. As always, we'll get this weird overlay here. Oh yeah, there we go. I guess you can also watch on Justin.tv. Let's see if we got anybody in this chat room. I always like to see everybody's like, why don't you pay attention over here, whatever. Also, another great way is to follow us on Justin.tv. I know some people don't do that. I actually don't. I've never done that before. I don't know how exactly that works. So maybe that's something new I need to try out. Following people on Justin.tv. So this is going to be a test of YouTube now because we're over the 15-minute limit. So I hope it lets us upload this. I'm sure it will though because we got that message. So anyway, until next time, guys. I'm Nick Jones. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of PB at Night. Once again, I'm sorry that we did not get to do Gadget Gurus. But you know, things come up and things like that. We'll also, I'm sure we'll be doing Tech Weekly this week on Saturday. And then we've got 2 more PB at Nights, and that's how the week's looking. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/pbcasttv. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones. And, of course, all of these links will be in the show notes over at pbcasttv.com. That's where you can find everything, of course. I have exams this week, so some of the shows may be lacking, especially these ones, the one tomorrow and the one on Thursday. But I should be able to find enough time, especially only 15-20 minutes. That shouldn't be hard at all. And anyone else who has exams, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter. It's actually a trending topic right now, stuff about high school and stuff about exams and things. Even college kids have exams too. So if you have exams, I wish you the best of luck. And hey, maybe this is a little study break for you. Come watch us. So until next time, guys, I'm Nick Jones. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.